As a musician and a software engineer, I've been noticing some things over the years. I've been wondering why, even though some people start something before others, the newcomers sometimes become better than those who started prior. I've looked at so many cases online and including my own life. Even in my own case, I've been able to get ahead in some things even though I was a late starter than others. And I've also been on the other side where I start to think, I've been here longer than you. How are you better than me? The most optimal way, from what I have seen and heard, to get better at something quickly is just two things: practice consistently and also to get a mentor or some form of direction. Let's pick this apart. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best at what I do or the things I'm doing, or I've unlocked some huge life productivity hack or anything like that. All I'm saying is what I have noticed and what I believe has been working for me, and if I even work on it more, would continue to work for me, and it could also work for you. So these are just my thoughts. Practicing consistently. Looking back, when I started to learn code, I knew absolutely nothing. But then, taking it a video at a time, I started. I didn't have any hard routine or schedule I was following though, but I just kept it simple by telling myself I'll do this at least once a day. If, for instance, I'm watching a particular YouTube tutorial on a particular topic, I'll try as much as possible to finish that topic that day. If I can't finish it that day, I'll continue the next day. So I try as much as possible not to let a day pass where I'm just there. I don't do anything regarding programming at all. So for me, keeping it consistent meant at least doing a topic a day, understanding one particular programming concept, or at least trying to. Obviously, it wasn't easy in the beginning because I felt sometimes it's like I was learning nonsense, especially when I compare Python programming syntax to something like Java, C, and the likes. I sometimes get so confused and so discouraged. But what I do is to remember why I'm learning it. To me, at the time, learning it was fun. So that was also one advantage I had. I picked Python because to me it felt simpler and it felt like I could easily get it. So that's one thing also, to keep yourself consistent. Try and make it easy for yourself. Don't overburden yourself or make it overly difficult to keep something consistent. If starting for you, C is more nice or C is more encouraging, go ahead with C. If Java is more nice, Java is more encouraging to you, go ahead with Java. In my case, I just started with Python. When trying to be consistent, it helps to put things in place to help you succeed. For instance, when you're on a fast, you're not eating for a particular period for either spiritual or weight reasons, it's probably a good idea not to go into the kitchen. Yes, I see you. Again, for the consistency, it's not necessarily the big things that you do, it's doing the little things but doing them often or doing them continually. The key here is consistency, not necessarily a huge chunk. You could make serious incremental improvements. If you look at there's this book, Atomic Habits. It talks about things like this. I've read it before, but it's been a while. I'm not now coming to break the book down, but you can go and check it out. No matter how small the increment or the learning is, it's better doing that little thing than nothing at all. To help you could use timers, alarms, a dedicated steady time, or even ask friends to help you out to keep you accountable. Regardless, consistency is the key. Just keeping it consistent as little as possible. Every day, at least learn something, not necessarily learn something new, but do something related to what you want to learn or what you want to become so that you become better, at least incrementally. Maybe something you already know, but you practice it so that it's be on your fingertips. Maybe something you want to know, you learn that new skill. Now let's move to our next point. Have a mentor. Consistency and practice is all well and good, but imagine you're driving at a fast pace, going let's say 100 miles an hour. You're doing everything right from the driving perspective, only for you to find out you were supposed to be heading east, but you're heading west. You get my point? Having a mentor acts like an arrow or a signpost pointing you to where you are supposed to be going to. A good mentor would help you reach higher heights, and vice versa. A mentor is not necessarily a coach that is supposed to come hold your hand and teach you what you have to do, but the mentor is someone who guides you, points in the right direction, lets you know if you are going off the path or if you are still staying on the path. It's necessary to choose a mentor you can relate with and you want to emulate. For instance, if you want to be a good soccer player, you wouldn't go choosing LeBron James as your mentor, right? If you do not like or are above your mentor, most likely it would lead to disrespect and you not following your mentor's instructions because you feel you are better. So it's always best to pick a mentor that you want to emulate, a mentor that's higher than you, that you can learn from, or you want to be in that person's position. And that person could help you by telling you how the person got there, how the person did it, how the person maneuvered through what you are about to maneuver through. So those are the main things I believe helps anyone to improve on anything quickly. So consistent practice and also having a mentor. There are some other factors like the environment you find yourself, both in the physical space and the people you have around you. If you're in a space that promotes a particular thing, you'd become better at that thing than if you're in a space that doesn't promote that particular thing, and many other factors. But these are the two I've come to understand, and in my own space I'm going to focus more on them, practicing consistently both music and software engineering. What do you need to improve? Are you willing to improve? Do you think you have to improve? Will you use these tactics to improve, or are you already using them? Let's share ideas in the comment section below. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this, kindly like, subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll do well to reply. Thank you very much once again, and see you in the next one.